Hey there. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to be talking about why you need an automated email welcome series now more than ever. Before I get started, I want you to know that this webinar is going to go about 45 minutes, and I would encourage you to take some notes, and I also invite you to send me any of your questions. So go ahead and email me and send me any questions that you have that come up from here, right? So turn off your distractions, give yourself some time to enjoy really digging in and learning here. I am going to be talking fast so that I can cover as much as I can. And I want to let you know that this is kind of at a high level. It's kind of just the why, not as much the how to, right? So I'm not going over like how to set up these assets in your email service provider. It's really just the how and the why, so that you can attract, engage, and convert your ideal clients. Are you in the right place? Let's talk about it. If you're here today because you want to create a welcome email series now more than ever, if you're here because you really want to connect with new contacts in a way that doesn't feel icky, you're in the right place. Or maybe this is you. You want to spend less time each week making authentic connections and starting conversations. Or maybe you're looking for a set it and forget it system that's going to work consistently and generously to welcome new subscribers to your best content. Now, one of the things about me and working in the rise above noise world is that I've come to the realization that as business owners, all we really have is our time and our energy. Those are our truest currencies. So the work that I do with my clients is to focus on making the best use of your time and your energy by showing you how to create a system for yourself that does save time. It feels generous. It feels like fun, and you get to nurture and convert aligned clients with ease. Within the rise above noise methodology, it's really so that you, as a service-based entrepreneur, can be guided out of that chaos and the noisiness that is social media and digital marketing, and stay on a clear roadmap to save you time, attract ideal clients. It's going to give you a system that helps you dig into your core values and attract. So the first step is to be really clear on what your core values are. What is this problem you solve? What are your non-negotiables? What are the problems your ideal clients are having? What is your mission? That's the first step I take with my clients. Then we're going to talk about how they can create compelling content. Now, whether that's social media, blogging, podcasting, emails, of course, missing something, webinars. You want to create compelling content, and that's all going to start with your frequently asked questions. If you've not listened to my frequently asked questions webinar yet, go ahead and find that. It's a good one. Then you want to be able to share your proof of concept, which is basically your testimonials, your case studies. Now, you may do amazing work, but honestly, when somebody is searching on the internet for something, they're not really that interested in you. They're not into you. What they're into is finding out how can you solve their problem. What's in it for them, right? How have other people experienced you? How have other people been helped by you? So you want to share that with the goal of protecting your time and energy as currency. You need to have systems in place. You have to have your calendaring. You have to have your automated emails and workflows, your contact relationship system. You want to have a scheduler, like the things that are going to help you stay on task and stay focused so that you don't end up one day or every day, as many of my clients did, with like 15 tabs open and they don't know where to go. Like, have a plan, stick to the plan, and keep tweaking the plan. And of course, you want to keep in touch when people are interested in you or you're interested in them. What are the ways you can keep in touch? I work in the world of email marketing, of course, and I also spend a lot of time in my contact relationship management system. I happen to use HoneyBook. There are many others that are fabulous. Now, some people are great at direct messaging, phone calling, snail mail, whatever it is. I'm going to be talking about email if I'm talking about keeping in touch. And all of this is so that you get to show up and be of service. All right, so today we're going to be talking about the welcome email sequence and how it helps you to make a great first impression. I want to talk to you about adopting a sharing mindset so that you can build trust, convert more clients, and just, you know what? Just don't be icky. Think about this. Like, which one attracts you the most? Do you want to connect without ick? Do you want to spend less time each week, or do you want to automate to simplify your weekly and monthly tasks? Whichever you want to do, I'm here to support you on your journey to create a strategic email welcome series that's going to attract and nurture your aligned clients. All right, so let's talk about what we're going to learn in this webinar today, right? So we're going to talk about email. Like, is it still a thing? Is it something people talk about? We're going to talk about what an autoresponder is. I'll show you what a nurture series could look like and why it's important to have one. And then we'll want to talk about ways that I can support you in your goals. So let's talk about email. Email, really? Yeah, let's talk about that elephant in the room. Is it even worth it? So many people would have you believe that email is dead, but facts are, and if you know me, you know that I love facts. Email is the top marketing tool. Has been, still is, will be. If it's done generously and with intention. So let's talk about some numbers. If you, for every dollar you spend, right, they say that you can expect an average return of that much. Look at, I've been in the digital marketing world for over 15 years, and I have worked on so many different digital marketing platforms. Over that time, it's become crystal clear to me that the hands down most effective digital activity that a business owner can spend their energy on is email marketing, right? Look at that return on investment. And my experience has been similar. Every email I send, and I send one every week, usually converts into a conversation, an inquiry, a new client who's been kind of hanging around and just waiting for their time to engage with me. Emails reach out to the wider world and bring people into your inner circle so that they can experience the value that you offer. Well, I can go on and on about owning your list, segmenting your list, click-through rates, open rates. I could go through all of that. Those are other webinars. Let's get started on this one. So again, we are going to have some more numbers because I love numbers. 91% of people check their email daily. I am imagining that you open your email inbox at least daily. You're signing up for freebies. Maybe you're expecting a discount or a freebie. There's that number. I talked about the average return. And now this number is very interesting to me because Forbes reported that email marketing has a 3 times higher conversion rate than social media. I wonder if that is because we can measure it on email. It's much harder to measure our conversion rates on social. We're throwing stuff out there, and unless we're paying for ads, we don't really know how effective our social media is. So I really am interested in that number because I want to see how my list is growing. I want to see how many people open my emails. I want to see how many people click through the links that I have there. I want to see how many clients are coming to me because they went through this process of signing up for something, got on my email list, was nurtured by me, and now they want to be a client. So I like numbers. I want to know the effects of my efforts. So I like that number a lot. So something to think about is that if all those social medias, right? Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, they're all online platforms that could easily disappear, along with all of your connections. But when you invite people over to your email list, it's your list. You've received permission to contact these folks in a personal space we know as the inbox. So someone signs up, right? They hit the sign up, the subscribe button. This is a person who's excited to hear more from you. So you have to think about how can you introduce yourself, meet them where they're at, and share about your services in a way that is generous and not salesy. How can you set expectations with them and identify ways that they can dig a little deeper into you and your content? So the rest of this webinar is going to offer you a lot more tips to be able to genuinely serve your subscribers as individuals with unique needs. So I want you to take a second and imagine what it will feel like when you know that you can show up consistently and with ease for your would-be clients. What if you have a system that nurtures your new connections? Your know, like, trust journey gets shortened, right? So now you're saving hours of time on individual emails. Your subscribers have info that they need to get started with you right away, right? So that time from introduction to client conversion can feel generous and seamless. And while I'm talking about generous and seamless, I want to offer you a mindset shift. I want you to think about anytime you hear the word marketing, I invite you to replace that word with the word showing up, or the two words showing up. How does that feel? Instead of marketing, maybe that feels a little pushy, maybe it feels a little salesy, but if you say showing up because somebody needs you and you have something that could help them, I wonder if that would feel more generous to you. Would you be more likely to take the steps to show up, to market, so that somebody who needs you can find you? All right, let's move on. So let's talk about what is an autoresponder anyway, right? So you know that first impressions are key when it comes to growing your business. But beyond that first impression, you also need to stay top of mind with new contacts, especially as you're first building your relationship with them. So you want to make a strong first impression. You want to stay top of mind in the crucial days after your contact signs up for your email list. So that's an automated email welcome series or a nurture series, right? So it's the essential part of any email marketing strategy. It's that moment when a new contact signs up for your email list. It's so important. They're expressing they want to hear from you. Don't squander that. Don't squander that moment. Don't squander that relationship, this new relationship, by neglecting to reach out to them. Like if they had to wait to hear from you, you might lose that momentum that started when they raised their hand and wanted that, um, something from you, when they signed up and they wanted to get your thing, right? You might have had this even, right? Like, have you ever had this experience where you signed up for somebody's freebie, let's say, and you got the freebie, and then you didn't hear from them or read from them for a really long time, and then the next time they did send an email, it was just buy this or come to my this or schedule a call. Like they were not offering any value. They were selling, and it probably didn't feel good, and you might have unsubscribed. So if any of these feel aligned with you, right now you want to have a way to set something up intentionally. You set it up once, and then you know that every time someone signs up, they're being loved, right? They're being cared for, they're being served. Now you can serve 10 people exactly the same as you serve 10,000. So the way that it works is while you're out and about doing your business, taking a walk or doing whatever, your autoresponders are working for you, welcoming people into the community on your behalf. And now you know, because you've put your head down, you've done the work, you know that they're going to receive exactly what they wanted because it's automated. You've set it up. When someone signs up for your email list, they're going to automatically get sent whatever you promise them with more messaging, which I'll talk about in a minute, right? So basically the way it works is that you have a sign up and they go ahead and they sign up. You're offering something, so they sign up, right? There's a sign up form. The autoresponder delivers that incentive right away. And now they're going to redeem the coupon or schedule a call with you or take some kind of action that's going to bring them a little closer to you and how you serve them. All right, so now let's talk about the nurture series and why it's important. So now sometimes people call it a funnel. I don't do sales funnels for my clients, but I do welcome emails kind of as a funnel, right? It's the process of converting traffic with a lead magnet or freebie, and then using automation in your email marketing platform to deliver a series of emails that starts with delivering exactly what they signed up for, and then it follows up with more deeper content, right? Someone raises their hand, they want to learn more about you, boom, they get it. So there's three parts of an automated welcome series. So you have, of course, the lead generator. That's your freebie. I'm going to talk about that in a few more minutes. There's a lead generator, something they want, then you have to have a way for them to sign up. That has to be integrated with the sign up form that goes to your email service provider. And then they're going to start getting welcome emails from you. So now you're going to start to build an honest relationship with your subscribers, and as you're inviting them closer to you and your value, but you're going to ask, oh, is it easy? So honestly, I can tell you that it is simple to do, but it's not necessarily easy until you, my friend, are clear on exactly what you can offer to your new contacts. You've got to know who your ideal clients are. You need to know how you can serve them. You need to know the transformation that you can bring. Now, once you know that, and we can put that into content, then it's easy. You put your head down, you do the work. It's super easy, and it's set it and forget it easy. So let's talk about those elements of the automated series. So first is the lead generator. And we know that more than 50% of people on your email list are not going to be ready to buy first time they see your stuff, right? They just want information. They want to know why it's going to be worth reading emails from you and who the heck you are anyway. People, we've heard it before, people do not buy from businesses that they don't know and trust. So it's on us to give them the information they need to ultimately decide if they're going to be a customer of ours. Now, if you haven't yet seen my lead magnet webinar, it's a good one, and it's going to go into way more information on the different types of lead magnets, things to know, what to avoid, where to share. You can find that that webinar at that link that you see on your screen. Lead magnet can be all of these things. All of these words, you've heard them before. They're all pretty much the same, right? People aren't going to give you their information unless they know they're getting something. Oh my gosh, right? So this seems silly, but think about it. Nobody woke up today and thought, oh, I just want to get on more email lists. Nobody did. And that's why you need to have something that is going to be of value. They're just not going to subscribe. Nobody wants more email unless you know that they're going to get something, they know that they're going to get something and that you're not going to spam them. So that's why we'll talk about the first email later is all about setting expectations. You're wondering, well, what can I offer? You have so many things to offer. Go to watch that lead magnet webinar. You will love it. But I do want you to exercise that mindset shift I talk about. You need to show up in your fullest integrity and in service and in generosity. Now I want to share another mindset shift with you. I do not want you to be worried about giving away too much. No, there's nothing we can't already find on the internet. Your potential clients are searching for the person, that's you, who can solve their problem. So when you generously offer your insights, your wisdom, your tips, you're inviting them that one step closer to you. It's the best way for them to figure out if you're their person. All right, so you have a lead generator, you have a course or a book or a PDF, a checklist, you have something you're going to offer. Now they need to be able to sign up for it, right? So a landing page, a sales page, it's something that's connected to your email service provider. And it can be as simple or as complicated or as designed as you want it to be. But basically, it's just going to allow somebody to fill in their email address, hit submit, and then know how to receive what it is that you want to give them, the freebie. These are samples of sales pages. Now, what these all have in common are they have a unique URL, right? They have a unique web address, and that is your gold. That's what you're going to want to really make the most use of. So they sign up and then they get directed to a confirmation page, which also includes the link to your gift or anything else that you want them to know. They'll also receive an automated email from you with the same kind of information. And we'll talk about what's in it. Now, remember I said the URL is your gold? This is what I want you to know. And you can request this worksheet in the show notes. This is a fabulous list. It gets me so excited. But just knowing that your sign up form is the link you want to share, even more often than your website, because you want people to take an action. You want people to recognize that you're solving a problem that they have. And then you want them signing up to have a little win, right? Something you're going to offer them that's going to make them feel better, do something better, whatever the win is you're giving them. And that is so valuable. So you want to share it everywhere. When I say your email signature here on the first one, that means your email signature like on your Gmail or your Outlook, which says, so mine says something like, grow your list today, receive my free tutorial, 10 ways to grow your list or something like that. All your social links, where they allow you to put a link, put the link to your freebie. I mean, if you have a link tree, put it in the link tree. But if you only have one link, share that. If you're on networking calls, share it. I have a great resource for you. Get it here. What else? Google Business Profile. If you haven't already claimed your Google Business Profile, please Google how to claim my Google Business Profile and do that. And also make sure that your link to your freebie is in there as well. This is my favorite list. I love lists, but this is my favorite list. All right, so you're sharing the link, they're signing up on the link, they sign up, they trust you, they're inviting you in. Like, this is currency, right? Their email matters as much as a sale. So now what, right? So we're going to go back to that mindset. Remember, they signed up because they're genuinely interested in something you can show them. So now you want to start to think about, create and set up your email nurture sequence, right? They want to know from you. So it's generally 3 to 5 emails sent at a time, right? At that time when they're so interested in what you have, it's going to allow you to nurture them. You're going to serve them. You're going to help them grow. You're going to care for them because they're a new member of your audience, and it's going to happen automatically once you put the system in place, right? It's a nurture sequence because you're nurturing a new lead. You're taking them along a path from a stranger to someone who ultimately understands what you do and will pay for your services in the future when they need to. So I want you to pay attention right here. If you're multitasking, come on back just for a second, because this is gold. This is the juiciest part of the webinar, in addition to that list I showed you earlier. So what you want to include in your Welcome Nurture series, this is adapted from Donald Miller's Story Brand Marketing Made Simple templates. So the first thing you want to do is send right away. The automation is say, welcome, here's your gift. Maybe it's here's how to use your gift. Maybe you give some information about a little bit about yourself, not too much, a little bit, like they just want their thing. But what I would include in the first one, in addition to the gift, is explaining what kind of emails you send. So for instance, I'll use myself. I send weekly emails designed to help service-based professionals show up, that's marketing, in a way that feels generous and genuine. When you sign up for my when you signed up for my list, you will now receive weekly emails from me that give you tips and strategies for making marketing easier. If you don't, so then you're going to say to them, okay, now they know who you are, what you do, and the expectation. Oh, she sends weekly emails. I also put at the bottom, if you find that this content does not serve you, here's how you unsubscribe. I think that's really important to let people know you care about the quality of your list. Number two, you're going to reference the gift. So hope you enjoyed that gift. As a reminder, here's the link to view it. And now you're going to go into problem solution or challenge solution. So basically, again, I'll use, what it is that your clients are struggling with and how you help them. And I'll use myself an example. My clients often feel that digital marketing feels like chaos to them. They're spending way too much time trying to figure things out. But when they come to me and go along the Rise Above Noise marketing system, they see how things align and they feel in control and are able to share, right? That's marketing. They're able to share their value with consistency and generosity. So problem and solution. Then the next one is going to be, you're going to tell a story. Tell a story about one of your best clients, what the problem was that the client had, how it was to work with that client, and what the client's result was. I think maybe I've said this before. People aren't on the internet looking for you. They're on the internet looking for the solution of their issue. And if you can tell stories about how you have helped other people, they're going to see themselves in that story, and that's going to be very helpful. The next one that you send could be overcoming an objection. So a lot of times it's money. Other times it's people are nervous that they don't know enough or they aren't ready yet or whatever it is. But I think it's worth saying something like, I know you must be wondering if it takes too much tech to sign up for an to create an automated email sequence. But I'm here to tell you that when you follow the Rise Above Noise system and we do our brainstorming, it will become crystal clear that step by step, your automated series can be created and go to work for you right away. Something like that. It's overcoming an objection. What's their objection? And then the last one, so sales page. Did you do a little cringe when I said sales page? Here's what I want you to know. Number one, number two, number three, number four, you like invited them into your house, essentially. Here's what I do. Let me show you around. And then you invited them to see somebody, to learn about somebody who you've helped. Oh, let me come over here. Let me show you this person, right? And then you were like, I get it. Let me give you a cup of tea. Let me calm you down. I got you. And then the last one here, the sales page is, all right, now you know everything there is to know about me. Here's how we can work together. And people are happy for that clarity. And again, at the bottom, it says, if this does not serve you, please feel free to unsubscribe. Now, from now on, you will receive one email a week from me, if that's what you do, one email a week from me with tips and strategies. Please feel free to unsubscribe, something like that, right? Always making it clear. Now, why is this first email so important? Why are these automated emails so important? It's because people are waiting for it. They're looking forward to it. And you're showing up with consistency, right? So you're keeping top of mind, you're showing your care. The highest open rates are going to be when someone first raises their hand, right? They first fill out your form. They want to hear from you. They're excited to learn from you. You're fresh on your mind. Your open rate for your automated series your first email could be up to 80%. Now, I don't know if you're already sending emails, maybe you have a different, what your open rate is. Mine are usually about 30 to 35 to 45% open rate. But on an automated sequence, you're going to see 80%, maybe more open rate because they want the thing. Here's the thing. So then they're like, oh, this was great. And look it wasn't salesy. So now they're going to be more likely to open up the second one. I would mention to you that I have another webinar on subject lines, right? So you got to have good subject lines so they open it. So now they open the second one because they're like, oh, that was pleasant. I got something. And in the first one, you said, in the next email, I'm going to be sharing such and such with you, right? So then they get it, they're expecting it, they know what it's going to be, they open it, they consume it. Now you're going to have a bigger open rate too. So I have seen most automated sequences start out at around 80%, and it will go back down to like, say, 50%, maybe 40, 50%, depending again on the quality of content that you're sending and on your subject lines. So you're wondering what to say in your nurture sequence, right? You have a lot. And let's talk about a few different things, right? So you're going to deliver your freebie. Now, when you deliver your freebie, I would also say you want to go into a little more detail on how they can make the best use of it. And that might be your first email. It might be your first 2 emails, right? You might share a little bit of your story, not too much. People, like I said, they're more interested in themselves, right? So maybe you're sharing stories of people that you worked with. You want to set those expectations for future communications. You want to, of course, you'll share with them where to, follow you on your socials or your events page or something like that. I'm not going to read all of these, but you will see that there are just so many things that you can offer. There's just so much. So don't worry about it and don't get stuck in 55 open tabs trying to find something. Start with yourself. Find my webinar that's called Frequently Asked Questions or Create Compelling Content with Frequently Asked Questions. Find that one. It will be a life changer. You will never get stuck with 55 open tabs again because you're going to be the source that you need. You know your stuff, right? You know your stuff better than anyone else does. Don't go looking for other people's stuff. All right. Get off that soapbox, Susan. All right, so your goal in the automated series is going to be to provide unexpected value, right? Set expectations, solve the problem that they signed up to follow you for, right? Now, segmenting emails is a whole nother thing. You can look for that webinar as well. Segmenting is also going to help them because when they click on something or that you put in there, you will then be able to serve them at a more deep level. We won't get into that now. You want to make sure that you're thanking them all of the time for being a follower and that you take that relationship seriously, right? You want to cover topics that relate to what they downloaded, but also are come at from different directions. Sometimes it's a video, sometimes it's a blog, sometimes it's you giving them a checklist. Like there's so many different ways that you can continue to serve the people who sign up for your list, right? You let them know, all right, now that you finish the sequence, you're going to receive an email from me every week. I think I said that before. You're building relationships, right? The goal of the nurture sequence does not end in an offer. The goal of the nurture sequence is really just to serve and introduce people to take other actions, right? Sign up for a webinar, read another blog, and enjoy more of your zone of genius. And when you can give that freely, you're going to get a lot more reaction to it. So thinking through the goal, because now now you're like, oh, wait, I could make a number of nurture sequences as I do. If you go to my goodies page on my website, you'll see a bunch of them. Think through your goal for each campaign and end it with some sort of a call to action that helps you gauge the success of that campaign. I mentioned at the beginning that I like to be able to measure the results of my action. So let's talk about, there's an extra slide, how to work with me. Basically, I can help you get your automated welcome series up and running. You have options. You can try to do it on your own. You can try to figure out the tech. You can try to figure out the messaging. You can try to figure out your lead generator, or you can commit to getting this off of your list. You've been thinking about it for so long. Let's just do it. And let's use the Rise Above Noise roadmap to do so. There's 3 ways to work with me. Basically, I have done for you where we talk, and then the next morning or so you wake up and it's done for you, emails and sequences and lead generators, all of that. Most of my clients come in at Done With You, where we meet regularly, we review what they have, and we talk about next steps and they implement. And then people who have worked with me for a while are well on their way. They've got their systems in place and they only need to meet with me, every 3 months or so to make sure that anything new, they've got their system set up for. Anything not working, we can either tweak or get rid of. It's so important. I hope you're looking at your results of your actions. Like, save your time, save your energy. It's super easy to get started with me. You'll go ahead and schedule a free discovery call, which is actually like a free consult. I never don't give actions. If you don't have a email service provider yet, I would encourage you to consider Constant Contact. Using that link will give you 30% off for your first 3 months. I've been a Constant Contact partner for over 16 years. I love their customer service. I never have to wait more than an hour, like even on the weekends, for somebody to get back to me about a question. I love their templates. I love their automations. You can do your social media scheduling through there. If you wanted to, you could do Google ads, Facebook ads through there. I do not use it for that. So Constant Contact is my favorite. Right now, I put together this package because I used to just help people with their welcome emails, but now I'm realizing that people need help with their creating their lead magnet, and really not so much creating it as having somebody who lives in this space give advice, brainstorm, really spend some time on what will be the first, because it won't be the last, series that you would create. So it's a 4-part program. There's the link for it right there. The first one is a deep dive. We're going to spend 90 minutes really looking at everything you have, who your idea, the whole Rise Above Noise process that I showed you at the beginning, who your clients are, what are the frequently asked questions, who have you helped, how are we going to implement this to save you time and now keep in touch with it in a way that now you're like, okay, it becomes completely clear. I can offer this. So then we're going to go ahead and do the thing, right? We're going to make the book. We're going to make the video series. We're going to create the checklist, right? So I help you with all of that. Once the deliverable is created, then we want to make sure that we have a beautiful landing page with sales language to get people to take that action. Press that button, add their email, and then we're going to create your automated welcome email series. Now, you'll see on my website, I think this one goes that far. There's another service on my website, I probably should have put in here, that also includes creating a 5-part automated welcome series. So we can talk about that when we have our discovery call. I don't expect anybody to buy anything off of this webinar. I expect that if you're curious, you will give me a call. No, you won't call me. I won't answer the phone. You will set up a call with me. You'll set up a call on my scheduler, and then we are going to have a nice half-hour chat, look at your website, your assets, and talk about where you want to go next. So let's see what I have next for you. So in doing this, very similar to the slide I had before, you're going to have 100% support, no frustrations, and you're going to simply get it done. Check it off your list. All right, well, let's keep in touch. I love my Facebook group, Rise Above Noise. Go ahead and ask to join the Rise Above Noise group. It's a bunch of heart-centered entrepreneurs There are daily prompts, daily conversations, and what I love about the group is that people are connecting and I see collaborations happening within the group, and that just makes me so happy. Follow me on Instagram. You'll receive some digital marketing tips. I don't dance around. I don't do pointing at the ceiling and the wall. I basically just give digital marketing tips. Follow me on LinkedIn. Let's connect on LinkedIn. And as I mentioned, go ahead and schedule a free consult with me. Thank you for taking your valuable time to be with me today. I appreciate you. Look in the notes for all of the resources that I talked about today. Thank you.